Hmm. All this weed to pick. Yeah, I already broke up some of this into a shake. Ah, it smells good. Bubba Kush. So what's up, everybody? Coming at you once again. Beautiful day of today it is. It's Tuesday. It's actually very nice outside. Actually getting a little bit warmer today than it has been recently, but it's another day. Kind of bummed. A friend of mine broke my my ash catcher. Typical. Glass breaks. It happens. But anyways, so as I'm smoking weed sometimes, I actually think to myself, with all the different stories and all the different things going on, they say the benefits of marijuana and how it's going to stop the drug cartels and how it's going to stop the black market and just making it legal will, lower the amount of money. Well, now I found a story, pretty cool, on the Smoker's Cookbook, or the Stoner's Cookbook. Sorry, said that wrong. It's marijuana versus the drug cartels. In 2014, Colorado generated $70 million in taxes from legal marijuana sales. And there are 23 states that are now legal in some way, shape, or form. Legalization all this legalization has actually impacted the Mexican farmers who wish to grow marijuana as like they do. And in 4 years, Mexican farmers saw the price of 1 kilogram of marijuana go from $100 per kilogram to only $30 per kilogram. That's a huge drop. So basically, it shows nobody really wants that Mexican brown dirt weed anymore. In 2014, authorities seized 1,085 tons of marijuana, which is actually a reported drop from previous years, which they easily reached 1,500 tons or more annually. So normally every year they were reaching over 1,500 tons or more every single year. And now in 2014, they're already seeing a drop of over 500 tons. So I'm sure as it continues, there'll be an even bigger drop. In 2010, Mexican authorities reported to destroy 44,000 acres of marijuana crops. Now, in 2015, authorities only got 12,000 acres. That's a huge drop of farmers that just say, we're not going to grow marijuana anymore. There's no point in it. There's no money in it no more for us. And in fact, with that happening, there has been an increase of marijuana being smuggled from America into Mexico. So literally the flow rate has changed. We're moving our products down to there. Now, this is basically what's going to end up happening as the legalization continues throughout the world. As our strains go down there, they'll start to farm them again. They'll start to populate the strains again. And from there, because of their legalization, they'll start importing back with us what they have grown and what they have done. Probably giving it their own name, so forth and so on, and end up being the same stuff that we have. It's not, honestly, not a bad thing. This is basically how trade throughout the world just works. Some Mexicans are actually saying they prefer the American quality over the classic brown pot with seeds and stems that they're normally getting there every day. Honestly, I have actually smoked some of the brown pot. It's not the best weed, but it's not, it's not bad. If you ever get a good seed from it, it actually grows what we call Acapulco Gold, which is actually a really good strain. Mostly what happens, what makes their weed the way it is mostly in their curing method. Most Mexican weed is what happens is they'll put it into large bags, usually tripled or quadrupled or whatever, put it into large bags, tie it off as tight as possible, and then bury it for a year. That method of drying actually dries it and makes it the brown pot that we're used to seeing. And that's where we get the term Mexican dirt weed. So what else is marijuana being affected by or is affecting? Honestly, the United States Postal Service. So marijuana versus the United States Postal Service. Despite being legal, companies cannot use the United States Postal Service to send out flyers or advertisements for marijuana. So even though Colorado and Oregon and Washington are all legal, they can't send out flyers saying, "Hey, we have marijuana. Come join our area, or come to our club, or come to our shop." They can't do it. They're either taking the FedEx or UPS, which is kind of pricey for them, or they have to just go out by hand and advertise by hand. In 2014, Colorado actually generated $70 million in taxes. That's all in marijuana taxes alone, $70 million. So, with these people advertising, they're going to spend some of this money to advertise so they can have more money come in, so they can have more taxes come in. Then they spend more money from this. You would think the United States Postal Service would actually say, "Hey, we like money more than we like law." Alcohol in 2014 generated only $42 million in tax revenue. So marijuana right now is literally holding the tax revenue bracket. Of course, that probably has a little bit to do with the fact that marijuana taxes are kind of way up there. But hey, alcohol can't compete. They really don't want to tax it that much. They don't want people to stop drinking. The Postal Service allows alcohol to mail printed advertisement, although they have lost $46 billion since 2007. So even though the Postal Service has lost billions of dollars annually since 2007 to now, they continue with alcohol advertisements and sales, but will not allow marijuana. It's kind of contradictory. You would think they want a little bit more of those anything. Whatever they can get their hands on, come and bring it and advertise. You want to mail out your pot in boxes? We got boxes for that. You would think the Postal Service would do something. Of course, like I said, shops can still use FedEx and UPS, but that is a lot pricier than going to the Postal Service. Who wants to pay the high price of FedEx and UPS when the Postal Service offers a flat rate? The Postal Service is being asked to spend additional time, which does cost them more money, in order to keep advertisement of marijuana down and report it to authorities. So they're spending extra time and money just to report, "Hey, we got these flyers coming through from these people. You might want to go tell them that's not allowed." That's time and money spent. They could just push those out and make money. So the question you got to ask yourself, if they don't jump on the bandwagon soon and allow marijuana to push its way through, is the United States Postal Service almost coming to an end? Rain, sleet, or snow, the Postal Service gotta go. This is actually a pretty short video today. Uh, there's all kinds of stuff that marijuana is going up against. Marijuana versus the banking system. I don't have a story about that at the moment, but there are various stories about how the banking system is really wanting to get on board and actually hold the money. But unfortunately, due to its federal standing, the banking system can't. Good or bad, whichever way you'd want to look at it, it's still going to take some time before marijuana actually is like alcohol. I mean, give it about 5 years, and pretty soon you will see television advertisements of the people sitting around going, "Would you like to relax today? Come to the Canagrow experts at our blah 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 blah." And find yourself at peace. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here, cut you out guys out short. I know you don't want to hear me keep yapping on and yapping on and yapping on. So like I always tell you guys, educate before you medicate. Ooh. See why the ash catcher is good? That stuff's already turning yellow and I've only smoked 2 bowls out of it. That's why I like that thing. So, getting out of here. Damn, empty. You all have a peaceful, positive, and productive day. Coming at you guys.